Alright, Zion fans, you guys got to take a look at this box. Voodoo doll inspired. You can see a little something here on the outer edge. Now, the cool part about this box is when you lift it up, you can see all of the voodoo print and the voodoo inspired designs come to life under a different light. It kind of disappears if you're looking at the box head on. You obviously don't really see it, but the minute that you lift the box, all of those little characters appear. Now, what you didn't know about the Zion 2s is that every box comes with a free voodoo doll. Box reads Jordan Zion 2 Flax Muslin Sesame Fauna Brown, size 10.5. Zion branding on the side here, and you have this olive green kind of cream box. To be honest with you, I don't know where this thing came from. Kind of creeps me out a little bit. Here we got some more of that voodoo print. Same stuff that's on the invisible portion on the upper of the box. I'm just joking. I found this in my stepdaughter's bedroom. I was looking for a doll to use and this kind of fit the bill. Should I be a little bit worried? Alright, Zion fans. Everybody who watched my reviews knows I wasn't a fan of the Zion 1, so let's see if I can't find a reason to like the Zion 2s for God's sakes. Primarily what we're looking at here is a canvas and suede upper. A lot of cool panels, and we can expect to see a lot of variations in color in the future. As you can see here, we have two independently different toe boxes and toe box colors. While though they're similar, they give off two very different feels. Let's spray those down before those catch any dirt or dust or stains right off the bat. Voodoo's a real thing in the South, eh? Don't get it confused. You date a man's daughter and it goes wrong, your head might shrink into the size of a raisin, fam. Real talk. These are strapped up, fam. Zoom Air branding. And the crazy thing about these straps is they go so far across the front of the foot. Great lockdown, and they even add a couple of lacelets loops there just for good measure. You know what I mean? You don't want your foot slipping out and all that, fam. They got the Zion logo with the voodoo doll on the inside of the strap even. There's all kinds of hidden details upon this thing. That shit really says shock the world on the tip of the toe box there, right on the mud guard at the front of the shoe. Are any of my viewers born in the 80s or 70s? You guys remember a guy named Papa Shango? Remember that episode of Papa Shango versus Ultimate Warrior? Talk. That shit scarred me for life. Okay, here we have it. I thought the Jordan 2 tray had the worst insole of all time, and it looks like we have a new winner because this shit is straight trash. Oh my god, it looks like the shit you find underneath your rug. You got this fur that runs all the way up, flat lacing section, Zion logo in suede, space here to loop the lace through the tongue so you can catch that Zion wave. This is almost to be like the hair on the voodoo doll. I don't know how to describe it, but I thought it was gonna be a lot more scratchy than it is, but it's actually pretty good. Yo, real talk, my girl been stressing me out these days. I might have to, let's try something out real quick. One thing that is nice though is that it came with a plethora of lacing options. Lots of cool laces here, and you know what? I'm actually glad that they came with these because I might need them in the future. They stitched this thing together like a real voodoo doll, dog, because you know, we all know what voodoo dolls look like. They tried to add some elements, a lot of X's and all these different designs. Now the colors are very voodoo doll-ish, if you will. Now on the back of the shoe here, you have the voodoo symbol with a little button for an eye, really cute. They're both identical except they used a different button. Here you have a 1 and a 5, and I don't know exactly what that's for. You know, it's not exactly Zion's number. Zion wears 1, I believe, but I don't know where the 5 comes from. Now on the back of the heel, you have some other branding. It says let's dance. A lot of the other shoe tubers obviously ain't be getting that close. I get real close to the shoe, so we're gonna see all the details, you know what I mean? It says Air Strobel, and that's basically running from the heel to the mid portion. I'll show you guys the Air Strobel unit on the inside because you can actually see it from the inside of the shoe on here. What we're looking at here is the Air Strobel unit with the shank plate directly underneath the Strobel unit, which is kind of an odd place to put it, seeing as how it could get punctured or something bad could happen at some point. But anyways, that's kind of what it looks like. It also has a very Phylon-like material. This stuff is actually really springy, so it does have a lot of bounce back and give. So I'm gonna say it's very Phylon-like, and it's a little bit more tough here on this portion of the midsole. So the heel has some, you know, has a little bit more spring than the outrigger here. The outsole of the shoe has a lot of these wavy, almost herringbone like design, but it's really meant for side to side movement and not front to back. You know what I mean? So if you guys are doing a lot of cuts and a lot of shifty, a lot of crossovers, you're gonna do very good. You have a zoom pad right here in this cup sole setup here that they have. Gum sole traction obviously does really well on the court. Gum sole for the win. Air strobel unit mixed with the zoom in the forefoot. This shoe actually feels a lot like the And One Attack 2.0. Very similar setup where you have these cushion and ankle counters that really push your foot forward. There's actually padding here in the back of the ankle, and until these break in, it can give you a bit of a sore ankle, but when they do break in, I mean, I swear to God, it gives you the best one-to-one fit that you can feel. Remember the Attack 2.0s? The Van Vliets? Oh yeah, these feel a lot like the Van Vliets, except upgraded and some zoom and tech put on it. If you're into that solid one-to-one feel, that grip your foot, hard to take off, hard to put on, but once they're on, they feel amazing, this is the shoe for you, fam. Outsoles, nothing spectacular, but also nothing to scoff at. Hey, you know what? I actually just realized my jeans are kind of voodoo doll-like. These shoes, you do really have to break them in, because until you do, they ain't gonna play the way you want to. But after a couple hours and you warm these hoes up, man, they're gonna perform great. Way better than the Zion ones. The materials they're using are obviously way more fire. Feels like a way more sturdy shoe. You have a shank plate on the inside of the shoe, as well as that zoom foot. So you have some structure, some stability. They did take away from some of the tech and revised it for this version of the shoe. Yeah, they took a little bit away from the midsole setup. Who cares though? The whole shoe's fire, and it's better than that dumb ripstop garbage there is giving you on the Zion 1. That's what that dish rag material is, ripstop. Now here's something that most of the YouTubers definitely missed. NBLYYDY. This is actually part of the ad campaign for these shoes. What that actually means is nobody's built like you. You design yourself. A lyric from Jay-Z's A Dream. These do fit true to size, but I would recommend going up half a size if you guys are a wide footer. Now, wide footers are going to enjoy this shoe because they really do have a little bit more room in the toe box, and they have a fat outrigger. So, you know, if you guys are playing a lot in the paint, these are going to be good for you. The Bayou Boys definitely, though, still holds the record for the best box. There's another red and black and gum version about to drop, actually, so I'm gonna try to get my hands on those. But on for coming up soon. Let me know what you guys think of these in the comment section. You already know what it is, fam. That's the review. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. On foot. Let's go.